So let me ask you, if absolutely nothing changed in the next 5 years, could you live with that? Would you be happy with everything just status quo? Think about that. And if you answer that question, no, I wouldn't be happy if everything stayed the same for the next 5 years. I want you to start thinking about what you'd want to be different. What areas are you unsatisfied with? And start looking at how you can make a change in those areas. And I always encourage people to not just throw everything away and feel like they have to start over. You don't have to revamp everything. Really look at what specifically is making you unhappy. Is it issues within yourself? Is it issues within relationships? Is it issues with money? Is it issues with your job? Look at what areas don't feel satisfying. And that's where you want to start. One, recognizing, are there patterns that are keep happening, keeping you in that same loop? Are there different action steps that you can take towards getting a different outcome, stopping those same cycles that are making you unhappy happen? But start there and know that just moving somewhere isn't going to fix it. Just going on a vacation isn't going to fix it. Your problems follow you until you address them. You know, you can go get a whole new life, but if you haven't addressed the patterns that are repeating and the problems that you have, once again, whether they're within yourself or a relationship or environment, they're going to follow you no matter where you go. So don't think that just moving or blowing everything up is going to fix everything. You have to know where the problems actually lie. And once you have that information, once again, you can start making the actual change. It is possible. And a lot of people, once again, don't know how to start, where to start. So sometimes that information can come from friends, it can come from family, it can come from online videos, self-help books, therapy, coaching. And when you involve somebody else, you actually speak about the things that are making you unhappy or things that you want to change. People get nervous, people get scared. Anybody that comes in to see me for therapy or coaching, I know the first time they're going to be nervous, they're going to be scared. That is completely normal and it is okay. As a therapist and coach, the first time I'm meeting somebody, I'm going to feel a little bit nervous. I'm excited because they made that call. They took that hard first step to come in. But once again, the first time you are meeting somebody, working with somebody, there is a nervous component. So I get that when I'm working with the people that I'm working with. And I just want you to know that too. When you come in or ask for help, it's okay to have those feelings. Those will subside and go away. And if they don't, you need to find somebody else. Absolutely. But, the goal is to have those feelings go down and feel comfortable and actually be able to trust and allow yourself to open up and discuss what's really bothering you so you can move forward and you can actually feel good about where your life's going and where you're going to be in the next 5 years. One thing that comes with that question of, am I satisfied? Will I be happy where I'm at in the next 5 years if nothing changed? When people want to start to make changes, they tend to get impatient and frustrated that change isn't happening fast enough. They're never going to get there. It's never going to work out. But I can tell you time and time again, I'll be working with a person and they'll start to have that feeling like, I'm never going to get there. This small step isn't going to mean anything. And 6 months from then, they're like, I can't believe that I'm where I'm at now. But in the moment, sometimes it feels like you're never going to get there. Trust the process. If you're doing at least a step a day, one small step towards that change that you want to happen, you will get there. Just stay consistent. Ask yourself, am I doing at least one thing each day? And I promise you, the next 6 months will look different. The next year will look different. 2 years from now will look different. Don't worry about in the moment how you're feeling. When you reflect back over a period of time, you will see the growth, you will see the change, you will start to feel it, and you are going to be amazed of where you end up and where you're going from there. Once again, take that first step. That's the hardest. Build the momentum, keep going, and you can change, and you don't have to feel like you're blowing up your life or running away. You're recreating, redefining, becoming who you want to be. And once again, you're becoming who you want to be based on knowledge, based on life experiences, finding out what worked for you, what didn't work for you, what felt good, what didn't feel good. Use that information, use that feedback to guide the choices that you're making and the steps that you're making. And you can build and get the things you want. One other thing I recommend during this process is, I know this might sound a little woo-woo, but it does help. You know, we know this scientifically, and that is gratitude. When each day you can find something to be grateful for, whether it be something about yourself, whether it be something in your life, it matters. It changes the way we think. We are literally rewiring our brain. We get so much negative input throughout the day, throughout our life, that it's really easy to think about the negative and think about worst case scenarios. And when we look at our lifespan, all of the negative thoughts, all of the negative messages that we've received, we have to rewire that. We have to rebalance that. And it takes effort on your part to do that. You have to acknowledge, and I'm not saying lie to yourself. I always tell people, do not lie to yourself, but truly find something that you can be grateful for. Maybe it was just watching these birds fly around in a tree that day, that it was just a nice, peaceful moment. Be grateful that you had that moment. Maybe it was a compliment that you got when you were at the store. Maybe it was the feeling of helping somebody. Maybe it was completing a job that you didn't want to do and it just felt good to actually get it done and off your plate. Find the small things that you can be grateful for. Rewire your brain, because fixating on the negatives, fixating on the things that aren't going well, it's not going to help you. It's not going to help you rebuild your life and get to where you want to be. So give that a shot, and I hope that helps, and good luck rebuilding. Take care.